Welcome to the fourth video in our series of 6. This will feature games number 7 and 8 in our Spaghetti Junction Game series, our league championship. We've certainly seen different tactics employed, from Manchester's stunning little outthinking of the opposition in the last game. We've seen an ambush from Newcastle. We've seen some late runs from Sheffield. It's some smooth, very professional work from Liverpool. Here are the teams again. You will be familiar with these, I'm sure. And now we move on to the league table, and Belfast have opened up a very handy little lead there of 10 points from Newcastle, with Birmingham tripping along very nicely under the radar in third. So game 7 underway now. It will be Belfast to kick off from the top of the board, the 12 o'clock position in the very pale, almost white colours. It's a very light mauve in fact, but off they go. Here we are, we're away. Standard gambits in place. Manchester have gone after teaming up with Liverpool, but Liverpool have gone the opposite direction. So they're going to join up with Belfast and Glasgow. So we'll see how that works. This is the first thing that will be decided, as always, will be the diametric dash across the board. See who can get to the opposite destination first for 10 points. So all very confused at the moment as we approach the end of round 2. Obviously, as you will know if you've been following, you only get the amount of trucks out that correspond to the amount of exit routes that are available to you. So round 3 underway, more road building. Glasgow have built a loop, presumably to keep Bristol out, but they failed to notice that Edinburgh have shot straight through the board to Cardiff. They've picked up the bonus points, the first team to do it twice. Very good for them. That will shoot them up the table, presumably. Most teams have got every truck out now, except Manchester, who are stuck. So we'll see how that progresses. They look to be in an awful bother at the moment. All very confused, very snarled up. That's typical of round 3. So we'll see how it progresses, but we ought to stop the clock a little bit and take a look at Manchester's predicament, I think. So we'll do that in a second. There are some teams just finishing off here. Leeds and Sheffield into Cardiff. Birmingham have got their first one in. So here we are, we're stopping that. Let's have a look at Manchester. They've got 5 trucks out, one sitting on his little plinth in the middle there, and the other 2, well, there's 2 times 2 are on forks there close to home. No one has made any progress, and they've only got 5 routes to play with, which means that they are absolutely stuck. 7 trucks still in the base. Now they could head with their truck on the plinth there on the half-built flyover over to point A, but that's going to take more than 1 round of road building, and it's still going to leave them with only another truck, 1 extra truck. So still 2 trucks in. So what they're going to do is they're going to head for point B. There's an entrance over there. And that will join the main road building network. So they won't do point A, they'll do point B. So off we go again, road building taking place again, everything's starting to move. Things beginning to clear in the middle now. Sheffield and Leeds are heading towards Birmingham. They've got, that's not their road ahead of them, where they're parked there in the left middle there. That's a different road. That's Birmingham's exit road. They are still on their little flyover at the moment. Now Manchester are out. Liverpool are coming streaking across the board in a big yellow train here. Glasgow were ahead of them with their release from that clog up. Now Manchester are following on the purple. They're doing it exactly the same as Liverpool, coming right round in a big train. So things beginning to happen now. Manchester making progress. They've got all their trucks out. Everybody's out. And the destinations now are beginning to fill up. It's getting towards the denouement. We're going to see some pretty tight action, I think. couple of stranded trucks there. There's Leeds who got a stranded truck. Manchester's still sitting on his plinth, poor fella. He's just watching the world go by. They've just had to abandon him there. There's no chance of going anywhere with that. So here we are. We're in the running leaderboard. So teams are picking up points. London are on 11. Bristol are on 11. We need to slow this down and take a look at the situation. Right, London there, they've got one truck out and he is over there at the top on the left and he's trying to get to Birmingham. If he does that, he wins. Let's see what the competition is like though, because Cardiff are already in Birmingham, but they got a problem. They've got a stranded truck under a bridge. They've got another one top right who's trying to get to Glasgow. That's going to be a problem for them, I think, because they are more or less the last to move. As are Birmingham, to be fair. They're over there too. So who can beat London, we ask? Well, Birmingham, yes, they're ahead of that queue heading towards Birmingham, but they have that truck over there that's still got to get to Glasgow. So that's going to be an issue for them and probably will scupper their chances, I would think, of victory. They're in line for 11 points though, so it's not too bad. Manchester have got these two trucks in the foreground. They're going to clear very quickly on the existing road. You don't get to build the next round of road building, like in front of Birmingham's truck, until these boys have cleared. They've got the other fella still sitting on his plinth. He's going to be there for the duration. They've had to let him go, but they're in line for maybe 11 points, so they can't really grumble with that after their very unfortunate start. Who else? We've got Leeds here. They've got a stranded truck over right of centre there. But the other two are certainly in line to finish. They're staring at a joint second place. And that brings us to Sheffield, the only other. We can discount all the trucks that are behind London in that queue for Birmingham. They're not going to beat London into Birmingham. So there's no overtaking, obviously. So we're only looking at these who are ahead of London in the queue. And now we come to Sheffield. Sheffield got that truck in the centre there. He's going to clear on this round of road building before the next one starts. So now we've got two trucks who are very close to destination. They must have gone the wrong way. Leeds and Sheffield must have gone the wrong way past Manchester. They're going to have to double back. So anyway, that's the way it looks. Sheffield is a clear danger. They could get those two last trucks in before London gets its last truck in. So that's a clear danger to London, but probably the main one. So here we go. Away now. So Manchester are clearing up. Sheffield are towing in behind them. Here they come now in the foreground, coming into Sheffield base, funnily enough. And now more road building can take place. There's a bit of road building at the top there. Belfast, Glasgow, Liverpool. There's the Cardiff and Birmingham little convoy. And Sheffield won it. The proximity of Sheffield's last two trucks to their destinations have just meant they could nip both in. One place ahead of London. You can see in one place short up there. So Sheffield have got 12 points for the third time. Stunning little achievement from Sheffield. And not a late run this time. Amazing. So there we are. Sheffield have won it. Lots of team on joint second place, only 11 points. Cardiff and Newcastle with two trucks out are down among the dead men, unfortunately. This is what happened. Just have a look at that. Again, we can see Birmingham have got an awful lot to do top right, so they're probably out of that little scenario. We've got Sheffield have just got a double back round there to Manchester after going the wrong way and drop their other truck off that little flyover into Birmingham, very close to the destination. So London just found themselves with too much to do there with Leeds and Sheffield, particularly Sheffield, in very close proximity to their destinations, despite going the wrong way. We can just see them rolling in now. Sheffield are in there into Birmingham, and they're in there one place ahead of London's finish. So now we take a look at the league table, and we can see from this that Edinburgh, after taking 21 points out of that game, have now moved into second place, whereas Newcastle, second at close of play and back in mid-table now. They got a paltry 2 points for a joint 11th place in that one. So Belfast now are in a curious position because they cannot be caught on pure games, providing they don't louse anything up. The only way they can be caught is if they do louse something up, or if one of their nearest challengers wins the bonus points, and they will be working hard to sabotage any attempts by Edinburgh, Birmingham, Liverpool, etc. To do that, they'll be trying their best to hand the bonus points, who have to be won by someone, to Cardiff, London, and the teams at the foot of the table. So I hope you join us again for Game 8. It should be intriguing. Firstly, we have a change of venue, which may or may not be dog-related. I couldn't possibly comment on that one. So we're moving on to round 1 of the next game, and we have, this is game number 8 of course, and Glasgow kicking off in the black and red colours from the 1 o'clock position, everybody else moving in turn. They will try, no doubt, to isolate Belfast. Yes, they've left them on their own, and Belfast have immediately responded by heading straight for Liverpool. They will drop one truck in there early, and then they'll get on to try and tag on to Liverpool and Manchester's road building. Now into round 2. Everybody else will be concentrating on the diametric dash across the board for 10 bonus points. Belfast won't be too dismayed if anyone other than Edinburgh wins it. They will certainly be able to keep the other teams at bay at the top of the league table. So we'll just see how the diametric dash evolves. Everything getting clogged up at the end of round. We're into round 3 now. Glasgow moving on again. And Belfast still haven't managed to get out. And there seems to be a sizable queue going straight across towards Birmingham. Newcastle are right at the front. That looks as though they're in pole position to take the 10 points. Belfast will be happy. Belfast are now out. They've managed to get over that bridge, and they've joined the road building network, which is carrying on there. And they've got all their trucks out. That's quite astonishing. Every junction catered for now, so just see how this goes. It's getting clogged up now. Yep, Newcastle are in. They've taken the bonus points. Provisional league table was up there. If anybody grabbed that, I failed to spot it, but it looks as though Belfast are quite happy with that. They've managed. Edinburgh are nowhere close to Cardiff. So anyway, teams are now filling up the destinations. I think I'm right in saying that Edinburgh and Glasgow are a little bit overloaded on the eastern side, the northeast, Newcastle and Edinburgh bases. They're going to have to do something about that. Bristol have sent a truck over. Belfast have sent 2 trucks over that loopy flyover on the right hand side there. So here more movement. Yep, Edinburgh finally getting close to the southwest there. And let's see what happens. So everything going on. Bristol have gone into Newcastle. That's their second truck. They've had that disqualified. Belfast have gone straight to the top of the running leaderboard with 8 trucks now in. That's quite astonishing after their deliberately sabotaged start. We've got Sheffield and London going over that bridge now, the flyover on the right hand side. They're going into Leeds. So the next round of road building will start any time now, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, change the camera angle there because things are happening down in the bottom corner here. Newcastle have gone into Leeds. Leeds are into Leeds again. And Cardiff have doubled back. Cardiff have doubled back from this bottom right-hand corner. They've gone back into the middle of the board there. They've missed Leeds, so they're going back round, back over the loopy bridge. Liverpool are following on behind them. There's lots of movement there. Sheffield are in the middle of the board at the moment. This is all the redistribution of trucks, the redeployment of trucks after Cardiff turned them back in. Sheffield are heading towards Glasgow by the looks of it. I think that's what they're up to at the top of the board there. So we're just waiting for those to complete. No, he's going for Edinburgh. So Cardiff are into Leeds, Liverpool are into Leeds. And the next round of road building will commence any second. Sheffield have just arrived in Edinburgh. Next round of road building, yes, Edinburgh are moving a couple of trucks at the top there, but they've been pulled up. They've got a problem. And Newcastle have gone into London and they've been disqualified. They've done exactly the same idiot thing that Bristol did. So now we have Manchester should be in London and they're not. They're over there on the left hand side. Birmingham the same. They should be in Leeds and they're not. Getting to be a bit of a habit. Bristol, of course, have got the second truck over at Newcastle on the right hand side. Edinburgh have got a couple of trucks pulled over. They're going nowhere, so they're completely out of it. Newcastle have got these two trucks in London and the other one that's pulled over at the top there. These boys are going to be late in the next round of road building. They're not going to complete, unfortunately. Those boys are stuck there. Manchester, Liverpool, Belfast. Cardiff are one space short of winning this race. And who knows what will happen in that instance. London are on the left-hand side. They're the ones to beat. Sheffield are ahead of them, but they've got another truck that's off the screen at the bottom of the screen at the moment. Here comes that road now on the right-hand side, bottom right-hand corner. And here comes London. And Cardiff got their last space in the round of road building. That's a three-way tie. A lot of teams sat out because there was no road building to do. They're all happy with it. But Cardiff managed to get their last bit of road just at the right moment. So Sheffield come up on the right from the bottom right hand corner. London are into Bristol there. And Cardiff got into Sheffield at exactly the right moment. So we've circled the joint winners here. Three-way tie. We haven't had one of those before. Quite extraordinary. That's the result. The teams with one truck out get 9 points for a joint fourth place. And this is the league table as it stands. And Belfast have opened up a 12-point gap. So not much to play for now. It looks like it's Belfast, but we shall carry on and see what happens in game 9 in the next video. And in game 10, we're planning a look at the tactics involved in the road building. So join us for that, hopefully. And we'll see you then. Thanks a lot.